If a woman is developing feelings for you, she will say these 8 things. Practical Stoicism for daily life. Love is composed of a single soul, inhabiting 2 bodies. Aristotle. Have you ever wondered if a woman is developing feelings for you? Well, there's more to it than just the words she says. As humans, we subconsciously reveal our emotions through language, long before we admit our feelings out loud. In fact, the words a woman chooses can hold powerful psychological clues about her emotional state. Behavioral psychology tells us that people tend to express attachment and affection through subtle linguistic patterns. Dr. John Gottman, a well-known relationship psychologist, discovered that the words we use in relationships can predict long-term emotional investment. For women, their language often betrays their true feelings before they ever directly say, "I like you." So, if you're wondering whether a woman is starting to develop feelings for you, pay attention to what she says. You'll be surprised at how her words can reveal her emotions in ways you might have missed before. In this video, we'll dive into 8 key things women will say when they're falling for you. Stay tuned, because I'll save the most telling phrase for last, a powerful sign that will give you the ultimate confirmation of her feelings. Get ready to discover how language can unlock the mystery of attraction, all through the lens of Stoic wisdom. One, I feel like I've known you forever. When a woman says, "I feel like I've known you forever," it's more than just casual chatter. It's a subtle declaration of an emotional connection that runs deep. This phrase signals that she feels an incredible sense of comfort and closeness with you, as if an invisible thread links your hearts in a bond that transcends time and logic. It's an instinctive recognition that you share something unspoken, something genuine. In relationships, emotional safety is crucial. Dr. John Gottman, a renowned relationship expert, highlights that when a woman feels emotionally secure, trust and warmth begin to flourish, creating the perfect environment for romantic feelings to take root. Women, by nature, form emotional connections faster than men, especially when they feel understood and accepted for who they truly are. This phenomenon taps into the core of human connection, the desire to be seen, heard, and validated. From a practical stoicism for daily life standpoint, it's important to recognize when a woman shares such a sentiment. It's not just a compliment, but a reflection of her subconscious mind, acknowledging that you've carved a space in her emotional world. It feels effortless because it's based on a foundation of trust, familiarity, and warmth. A Stoic mindset, characterized by an iron mind, helps you maintain composure in these situations. Instead of overthinking her words or feeling pressure, you can remain grounded and appreciate the moment for what it is, a sign that she's becoming emotionally invested in you. This emotional attachment isn't a result of manipulation or force. It's a natural progression of connection. Women seek comfort and understanding, and when they find it, they often express their feelings in ways that may seem small, but are incredibly telling. Imagine you've been speaking with her for only a few weeks, and yet, she turns to you and says, "It's so weird. I feel like I've known you forever." This isn't merely a throwaway statement. It's her way of communicating that she feels a deeper bond with you than time would suggest. The subconscious mind speaks through such expressions, and if you're attuned to the Stoic principles of mindfulness and emotional control, you'll recognize the significance of this moment. Her statement is not just about the present, but a subtle acknowledgement of the bond that is growing between you. How should you respond? Acknowledge the emotional connection in a way that keeps things lighthearted, yet meaningful. Instead of dismissing her comment or becoming overly serious, you can use humor to reinforce the bond. For instance, you might say, "So, are you suggesting that we might have been soulmates in another life?" Or, if you prefer to express sincerity, you can simply say, "That's really sweet. I feel the same way." The key here is to remain present and responsive in the moment, while staying true to yourself and your own feelings. By doing so, you affirm her emotional vulnerability without overwhelming her, and you foster a deeper sense of connection. In real life, these moments are rare, and they can be fleeting if not handled with care. When you approach her with respect, understanding, and a calm, steady presence, you demonstrate the power of Stoic resilience and wisdom. By embracing your iron mind and not allowing external emotions to disrupt your inner peace, you'll not only deepen the connection, but also create a safe space where she feels seen and valued. Her feelings will only grow, and the bond between you will strengthen. 2. You're so different from other guys I've met. When a woman says this, she's not just giving you a casual compliment. She's revealing something far deeper. In the world of attraction, differentiation is power. If she sees you as unique, as someone who breaks the mold, that's a sign her emotions are shifting. Women are constantly assessing men, not out of cruelty, but to determine who is genuinely worth their time, energy, and emotional investment. This is where Stoic life comes in. The Stoics, from Marcus Aurelius to Seneca, understood that true power lies in being unmoved by external validation, yet embodying a presence that demands respect and admiration. Psychologists call this selective perception. Once we develop an emotional connection, our brain starts filtering the world through that attachment. If she's placing you above the rest, it's because, in her mind, you've already transcended the ordinary. You are no longer just another man in the crowd. You are a man of substance, a rare breed in a world full of predictability. And here's the key. You must reinforce this perception. You don't win by seeking approval or getting caught up in ego-driven reactions. You win by maintaining your composure, by standing firm in your self-worth, and by never chasing validation. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. When she tells you that you're different, she's opening a door, but it's up to you to walk through it with confidence and control. How do you respond? Not by groveling or overly thanking her. That's what an average man does. A Stoic, high-value man understands the power of mystery and playfulness. Tease her. Instead of just nodding and saying, "Thanks," say, "I'll take that as a good thing." Then go deeper. Playfully challenge her. What exactly do you think makes me so different? This forces her to articulate why she finds you attractive, cementing her own emotions in the process. The more she verbalizes her admiration, the deeper those feelings become. This is not manipulation. It's understanding human psychology. People justify their emotions based on their actions. When she lists reasons why you stand out, she's reinforcing those very feelings. The mistake weak men make is brushing off these moments or reacting passively. But a man who has mastered Stoic principles knows that attraction is not about desperate pursuit. It's about leading with quiet strength and unwavering presence. Modern Stoic men operate on a different level. They don't seek approval. They command respect. They don't try to impress. They simply are impressive. This is what separates you from the crowd. And remember, women are drawn to those who create an emotional experience. The moment she starts seeing you as different is the moment she begins falling under your influence. So here's your action step. The next time a woman tells you that you're different, don't just take it at face value. Lean into it, reinforce it, make her define it, and most importantly, embody it. Stand firm in your self-mastery, your purpose, and your calm, collected energy. A true Stoic man doesn't just know he's different, he lives it. If you want more insights into mastering attraction and psychology through the lens of Stoicism, like this video, comment, "I am a high-value man," below, and subscribe for more wisdom. 3. I can talk to you about anything. When a woman says, "I can talk to you about anything," it signals something profound, a deeper level of emotional compatibility that often leads to lasting attraction and long-term relationships. While it may initially seem similar to expressing a deep emotional connection, there's a crucial difference. She's not just talking about an emotional bond. She's speaking to the safe space she feels when with you. Think about your own life for a moment. How many people do you have with whom you can speak openly, without fear of judgment, without feeling like your thoughts are being misunderstood or dismissed? The ability to be vulnerable and share your innermost thoughts is a rare gift. And when she says she can talk to you about anything, she's essentially telling you that she trusts you on a level that transcends surface interactions. In the fast-paced, often isolating world we live in, finding someone who offers that emotional safety is no small thing. This is where practical stoicism can play a pivotal role, as it allows you to remain emotionally available and grounded, creating the environment where she feels safe to open up without the pressure of expectations or the fear of being judged. You'll notice this happening when she reaches out to you for no reason, other than to share something completely random, or when she starts asking your opinion on life decisions, big or small. These moments are more than just casual exchanges. They are signs that she is emotionally fulfilled in your presence. When she shares her personal struggles without hesitation, it is an indication that she not only trusts you, but she also feels supported by your emotional stability. This type of openness, however, isn't one-sided. The more you remain calm and emotionally steady in these moments, the more you create a space that encourages her to invest emotionally. It's a dynamic that thrives when you remain open and receptive, guided by the Stoic rules of maintaining composure while embracing connection. In this shared space, where emotional vulnerability is met with understanding, the relationship can flourish. When responding, it's important to acknowledge her openness in a way that reinforces that safety. You can keep it lighthearted by saying, "even the weirdest things," to show that you appreciate her candor. But don't stop there. Subtly follow up with something like, "That's really important. I think great relationships are built on openness," reinforcing the value of transparency and emotional availability. This lets her know that she can continue sharing, that you're not just there in the good times, but you also stand as a pillar when things are uncertain or challenging. Remember, in the paths of wisdom that Stoic philosophy offers, one finds strength in staying emotionally steady, even in moments of uncertainty, which in turn builds deeper, more meaningful connections. By embracing this Stoic mindset, you help foster a relationship where both emotional investment and trust thrive, providing the stability needed for long-lasting bonds. In modern life, where many of us feel disconnected or misunderstood, cultivating this kind of emotional compatibility is rare. It's not just about speaking and listening. It's about being present, offering undivided attention, and showing a genuine interest in the depths of her thoughts and feelings. By practicing this in your daily interactions, you create a foundation that not only attracts her, but builds a resilient, enduring relationship that stands the test of time. And in doing so, you are walking a path shaped by both Stoic principles and emotional wisdom, ensuring that every connection you forge is rooted in trust, understanding, and mutual respect. 4. I feel like I can be myself around you. This one is big. When a woman tells you she can be herself around you, she's revealing something most men don't notice. She trusts you with her real self. In the world of psychology, this is known as authenticity bonding, the deep human need to connect with those who accept us for who we truly are. Think about it. In most social interactions, people wear masks, adjusting their behavior to fit expectations. But when a woman starts to lower her guard, whether by being playful, goofy, or even openly vulnerable, it means she feels emotionally safe with you. Modern Stoicism teaches that a man who remains calm, grounded, and non-judgmental creates an environment where trust can flourish. When she knows you won't react with ridicule or disapproval, she allows her true self to emerge. How should you respond? First, recognize the weight of her words and handle them with care. If she tells you she feels safe enough to be herself, don't just brush it off. Instead, reinforce that security. A simple but effective response would be, "That's the best compliment I could receive." This shows her that you value her trust. If she's being silly or playful, match her energy and say, "Well, don't stop now. I want to see the full, unfiltered version of you." This lighthearted approach makes her feel not only accepted, but encouraged to be herself even more. And here's the key. The moment she realizes she can be entirely herself around you without fear of judgment, she won't want to let you go. She'll crave that connection, because feeling safe with a man is one of the strongest emotional bonds a woman can experience. The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems." This applies here. If a woman hesitates to reveal her true self, it's often because she fears rejection or judgment. As a modern Stoic, your role is to be the kind of man who removes that fear, not by forcing her openness, but by being steady, patient, and unwaveringly accepting. Women, like all humans, long for a space where they can breathe freely, where they are seen, heard, and cherished for who they truly are. By providing that, you set yourself apart from most men who remain blind to this fundamental emotional need. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced a moment where a woman started acting more freely around you? How did you respond? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one. And if this insight resonated with you, take a second to like this video and subscribe. Your support helps grow this community of strong, self-aware men who embrace Stoic principles in relationships and life. Let's keep building together. Now, let's continue. 5. You're one of my closest friends. When a woman says, "You're one of my closest friends," especially when you haven't known each other for long, she's not just giving you a casual compliment. She's testing the emotional depth between the two of you. This is a powerful signal that she's already developed a certain level of trust in you, something essential for attraction to fully blossom. As Epictetus would remind us, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Women, at their core, seek emotional security first and foremost, before any physical attraction can truly grow. They are naturally drawn to men who make them feel understood, emotionally safe, and supported. When a woman opens up about her vulnerabilities, shares her insecurities, or speaks about personal matters she wouldn't reveal to most people, understand that she is emotionally investing in you. So, when she says, "I feel like I can tell you anything. You're one of my closest friends," it's not her trying to push you away into the friend zone, as many may mistakenly believe. It's a profound sign of trust and admiration. This is the foundation of attraction, not a setback. Now, what do you do in response? First, remain calm and composed. This is not a rejection, it's an opportunity. Rather than feeling disheartened or panicking, see this as a sign that she views you as someone capable of forming a meaningful relationship. A powerful Stoic response would be, "I really appreciate that. I believe the best relationships start with a solid friendship." This subtle yet deliberate phrase signals that you understand and value emotional connection as the foundation of any great relationship. You're not just positioning yourself as a friend, you're guiding her to see you as someone she can build something deeper with. Just as in Stoic philosophy, where the wise understand that the road to mastery is paved with emotional strength and resilience, your ability to remain calm and grounded in this moment will signal your own emotional strength. It's this emotional steadiness that draws her in and makes her feel safe to explore a deeper connection. In modern life, this is where you can set yourself apart from others. While many men will falter or become overly eager at this point, understanding the Stoic art of emotional restraint and investing in friendship first is a rare and powerful quality. It's in these quiet, emotionally intimate moments that you plant the seeds of a lasting relationship. When you respond with grace and confidence, you establish yourself as someone worthy of her trust and affection. She will feel more comfortable around you, and as time passes, she'll start to see you as more than just a friend. Remember, men who master themselves, who maintain their composure in the face of uncertainty, are the ones who create the strongest connections. It's not about rushing or forcing things. It's about allowing the natural emotional bond to develop, slowly and securely. As we learn from Stoicism, the greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. You must endure the initial moments of emotional vulnerability and use them as stepping stones to a deeper relationship. Now, take action. When a woman shows you this level of trust, see it for what it is, an invitation to move beyond the surface level into a more meaningful and lasting connection. Play it cool, use your words wisely, and show her that you are a man who values emotional depth. This is the path to building, not just a friendship, but a relationship based on mutual respect, understanding, and, eventually, love. If this resonated with you, like, comment, and subscribe. Share your thoughts, because this is just the beginning of your journey toward mastering modern Stoicism and creating meaningful relationships. 6. I feel a deep connection with you. Pay attention. When a woman says this, she isn't making idle conversation. She is revealing something profound, something rare. This isn't about fleeting attraction or shallow interests. This is about emotional depth, a pull stronger than logic, a force that binds two souls beyond words. And here's the truth. People don't say this lightly. When she utters these words, she's subconsciously choosing you, placing you in a category few men ever reach. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Understand this. Women don't seek just any man. They seek a man who understands their mind, who makes them feel seen, heard, and valued. When she feels a deep connection, it means you've tapped into something beyond attraction. You've become a part of her emotional world. This is what psychologists call emotional resonance, when two people's energies align so naturally that the connection feels inevitable, almost fated. You'll notice it in the way she opens up. She won't just talk about work or the weather. She'll share her past, her fears, the dreams she barely admits to herself. She'll recall small moments between you, conversations that you might have forgotten, but meant the world to her. This is the moment where she starts associating you with emotional fulfillment. And when that happens, she's already invested. And in a world where most people drift through relationships like waves crashing against rocks, unable to hold form, a deep connection is a foundation that can withstand anything. So, what do you do when she says this? You don't dismiss it. You don't act indifferent. You reinforce it. Look her in the eye and say, I feel it too. This isn't something you find every day. By doing this, you validate her emotions, and in doing so, you strengthen her attachment to you. The Stoics understood that true strength isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about mastering them, guiding them with wisdom and intention. Show her that you are a man who values connection, not just casual encounters. Here's what separates the men from the boys. An ordinary man hears these words and shrugs them off, fearing vulnerability, mistaking emotional depth for weakness. But a Stoic man understands that true power comes from control, from knowing when to lean in and when to stand firm. He doesn't fear connection. He embraces it with a sense of purpose. Now, listen carefully. If you ignore this moment, if you hesitate, she will start questioning. Doubt will creep in. She'll wonder if she misread you, if she's exposing too much. That's the danger. If you recognize it for what it is, an invitation into her inner world, then you hold the key to something most men never experience, an unshakable emotional bond. This is not just about attraction. This is about positioning yourself as the man who understands her on a level deeper than words, deeper than logic. If you get this right, she won't just want to be around you. She won't be able to imagine life without you. Now, take action. If this resonates with you, hit the like button, drop a comment, and subscribe. And in the comments type, a Stoic man values deep connection. Let's see how many men truly understand the power of this moment. 7. You make me feel seen and heard. This one might sound simple, but don't underestimate its power. When a woman tells you that you make her feel seen and heard, she's revealing something rare and valuable, that you understand her in a way most people don't. Women are not just looking for someone to listen. They crave a sense of being understood on a profound level. This is where the blessing of Stoicism plays a crucial role. True strength is not in dominating a conversation, but in mastering the art of presence, of being fully engaged in the moment. Modern psychology backs this up. Studies in psychology today reveal that emotional validation is one of the strongest predictors of deep, lasting attraction. When a woman feels heard, she feels emotionally safe, valued, and deeply connected. This is why so many relationships falter, not because of big betrayals or dramatic conflicts, but because one person stops making the other feel truly acknowledged. And for a man living by Stoic lessons, this is a skill that sets him apart. The ability to remain unshaken by ego, and instead offer steady, unwavering presence. So, what does this look like in everyday life? Imagine she shares a personal story, perhaps a difficult moment from her past or a childhood dream she still clings to. Many men would make the mistake of either dismissing it or trying to solve the issue. But the modern Stoic understands that the greatest gift you can give in that moment is not advice, but attention. Instead of rushing to respond, you listen. You ask thoughtful questions, engage with sincerity, and reflect on what she's saying. Then, days or weeks later, you casually reference something she mentioned in passing. Maybe a book she loved as a child, a song that reminds her of home, or an ambition she's been hesitant to chase. When she realizes you remember, that you truly absorbed what she shared, she looks at you differently. And then, she says it. You actually listen. You make me feel seen and heard. At that moment, you've created something rare, emotional security, and emotional security is what separates fleeting attraction from deep, lasting connection. A woman will not easily forget the man who makes her feel like her thoughts, her feelings, and her existence matter. This is where the wisdom of Stoicism becomes an advantage in relationships. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Give yourself a gift, the present moment." When you practice presence with a woman, when you make her feel that, in your company, she is the most important person in the room, you are offering her something that very few men can. And here's the truth. Most men chase attraction through external displays, status, wealth, appearance. But a man who masters emotional connection is in a league of his own. He is the one who lingers in a woman's mind long after she leaves the room. So how should you respond when she tells you this? Acknowledge it with confidence, not arrogance. Say something like, "I think the best relationships are built on mutual understanding. I love hearing your perspective." This reinforces that you don't just listen as a passive act. You listen because you genuinely value her thoughts and emotions. You aren't just being kind. You are practicing a form of emotional intelligence that most men overlook. And in doing so, you create a dynamic where she not only feels connected to you, but she begins to associate that connection with something deeper, a sense of trust, admiration, and even love. The modern Stoic understands that attraction is not about chasing validation, nor is it about trying to impress. It's about presence, about making those around you feel significant without losing your own sense of self. And when a woman tells you that you make her feel seen and heard, she's not just complimenting you. She's revealing that she is beginning to trust you, to open her heart in a way she wouldn't for just anyone. This is how true connection is built, not through grand gestures, but through the steady, unshaken ability to make someone feel understood. 8. I miss you, even when you haven't been gone long. When a woman tells you she misses you, even when you haven't been apart for long, this is a powerful sign that she's developing deep feelings for you. Let's be clear. People don't miss just anyone. Missing someone means they've become intertwined with your thoughts, emotions, and daily life. It's not just about physical absence. It's about emotional presence. When a woman expresses that she misses you, what she's truly revealing is that she feels emotionally connected to you and that your presence brings her a sense of comfort, joy, and security. In modern Stoicism, we understand that emotions are signals. They are neither to be indulged recklessly nor ignored completely, but rather understood with wisdom. When she says, "I miss you," she's communicating an attachment that goes beyond words. Psychologists explain that emotional attachment forms when someone associates happiness, security, and excitement with your presence. This is why when a woman starts feeling these emotions around you, she naturally begins to notice your absence, even if it's only been a few hours. This attachment is not just a casual thought. It's her subconscious mind telling her that you matter. Think about this. You spend an evening together, enjoying conversation, laughter, and shared moments. The next morning, out of nowhere, she texts you, "I miss you." That's not random. It's a sign that you've left an emotional imprint on her. She's not just thinking about you. She's yearning for the connection you provide. This is the kind of emotional depth that modern Stoicism teaches us to recognize, not in a way that makes us emotionally dependent, but in a way that helps us navigate relationships with clarity and wisdom. As Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." If a woman tells you she misses you, don't overanalyze it. Don't doubt her sincerity. Just understand that she is emotionally invested in you. So, how should you respond? Keep it warm, yet composed. A simple, "That's sweet, I miss you too," is enough to validate her feelings while maintaining your own inner balance. Modern Stoicism teaches us to remain grounded even in the face of deep emotions. Acknowledge them, appreciate them, but never let them dictate our sense of self. If a woman expresses her longing for you, it means she is investing emotionally. Your response should reflect that you acknowledge her feelings while maintaining your own emotional strength. The key is to reciprocate in a way that strengthens the bond, without becoming overly reactive. Women are naturally drawn to men who can offer both emotional warmth and stability. Aristotle once said, "Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom." When you understand how emotional connection works, you can navigate relationships without unnecessary confusion or insecurity. This is where many men get it wrong. They either downplay it, fearing attachment, or overindulge, becoming overly eager. A modern Stoic man understands balance. He values connection, but does not lose himself in it. If she misses you, let that be a sign of your impact on her life. Relationships thrive on a healthy exchange of emotions, and when a woman expresses missing you, she's revealing that she sees you as an important presence in her world. Do you think emotional connection is the foundation of attraction, or do you believe something else plays a bigger role? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. Hey, thank you for sticking with me till the end. If you've made it this far, drop "I see the signs" in the comments below. That way, I'll know you're part of our real community, the ones who are here to grow, learn, and become the best versions of themselves. Now, congratulations. You've just unlocked the understanding of the subtle but powerful phrases women use when they're developing real feelings for you. This insight is going to make a huge difference in your relationships, and I'm sure you'll start noticing the signs from now on. Here's my sincere advice. Pay attention to the signs, but don't rush things. Build your emotional resilience and take things with patience. Stoicism teaches us to stay calm and focused, no matter what emotions are at play. Trust in your ability to observe and respond wisely to the people around you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button. It's a small action that helps spread this content to more people who could use this kind of insight. And if you're not already subscribed, click that subscribe button right now so you can get daily insights into attraction, relationships, and becoming the best version of yourself. Oh, and share this video with a friend who might need it. You never know who's struggling to understand the signs, and this could be exactly what they need. We've also got a recommended video for you right on your screen. Go ahead and check that out next. See you.